this whole thing is going to be about. I want to give you, if you don't have it already, just the basics. The basics. And then you take those. And to me, this is what an artist is. Whether you're a musician, a painter, I don't care what. My parents would not buy me a set of drums because they said if you get a set of drums, you're going to play in a place where they dance. And you know why Baptists never make love standing up? They don't want to make, they don't want people to think they're dancing. That's a joke. Back to my definition of what I think makes an artist. You are born with this talent that's special. Most people don't have it. Then you take that talent and you study things like I'm going to show you. If you want to go and spend the time woodshedding, because that is part 2 of becoming an artist, is you have to spend years taking your talent and learning how to do it better than anybody else. For the first 5 or 6 years of playing the drums, I sat in my garage, and before my parents bought me a set of drums, they did cave in and they bought me a Ludwig super sensitive snare drum. Anybody remember those?
I got one. I got one. I have one.
Oh man, I mean, I thought I died going to heaven, you know? Each snare tunes individually. I mean, why they did that, I'll never know, but they thought it was cool as hell. And then I got in a band, and I found out that I took all of those skills, that talent and those skills, and I started playing with other people. And I started developing my own vocabulary. And that's the second half of this seminar we're going to have later in the week. And it's going to be my vocabulary. But the one thing I do not want you to do is try and copy it, because that's mine. That is what I developed over 45 years of playing with people like Dwayne Allman and Barry Oakley and Dickie Betts and people, I mean, some of the greatest musicians in the world. They had their vocabulary. I had mine, and when we put it all together, we developed a whole new language. And then, the third part of making music, of creating art, is something happens when you're playing. And it doesn't always happen. There are some shows that just something happens, and the spark goes off, and you get in this space where there's no tomorrow, there's no yesterday. You are absolutely locked in the moment, and you play and play and play and play. That's when music happens. That's when art happens. When all of those years of training, that talent, and then working with these people, it all comes together, and that thing happens. And if you're lucky enough to ever be able to do that, you are one of the very fortunate few people in the human race, because the vast majority of the people in this world don't even know what it is. But if you want to play music, then it's here first. It's here first. If you don't feel it, nobody else there is going to feel it. Okay?